G'day. In the last 3 years I've given you a bit of a taste of Australia, tried to get it to as many places as I could, and I think I've covered it fairly well. Obviously I can never get to every place, and sometimes people will say, oh, you didn't go to Gordon Town or you didn't go to blah. Well, it's fairly obvious I couldn't get to every place, but I've got to as many as I can. However, in the next 3 weeks I'm preparing to take you somewhere else. You better brace yourself, because even I don't think I've braced myself enough. So I'm taking the show to America. Yes, you heard it. United States of America. So I think there's a lot of things to tell you about there, and give you some hints if you're going to go there, and especially if you're going to DIY, do it yourself. Hopefully you'll be able to make use of some of the things that I've learned, and hopefully they've not been too costly for me to learn. So yeah, I'm going to head off in a few weeks, off to America, flying over and start from scratch. Just so you know, I'll be starting in California. What could possibly go wrong? Now you may wonder why I'm sitting down in front of a laptop or computer, because most of this trip that I'm organising is all about research, and I absolutely cannot believe how much I've learned in the last 2 or 3 weeks in planning some parts of this trip. For those people who already know America and where all its various states, then I apologise, I didn't want to go over it. But for those who are not quite sure, which is absolutely me, then seeing at least a map of America will give you a pretty good idea. As you can see over my shoulder, you can see the various states. The basic map of America. Now the important part for me is I'm going to do the west coast. And the west coast, it's still a lot of mileage. So you can be driving, I will be probably landing in LAX, which is Los Angeles. And then I'll be driving, I'll muck around in Los Angeles, do a little bit of filming there. Then I'll pick up the car and drive right up all the way through California, and I may go back, and then rather than go to Oregon and Washington, I will probably cut across Nevada, and well, I'll just see how I go, but I'll pretty much only be doing that half of America. That's going to keep me more than busy. Today's the day, all planned, all organised. Now all I have to do is execute it. I'll grab some breakfast, jump on the local train, that'll get me into the city, then from the city onto the bus, out to the airport. Once I'm in the airport, I then just need to get through security with all of my technology and attachments and everything. Hopefully that won't be too much of a drama. Then when on the other side, all I have to do is sit and wait to jump on the plane, and whew. Here I am on the Sky bus on the way out to the airport, and for the first time ever I am so early. Must be excited. Okay, it's at this point that the staff came into the crowd and said, is there anybody here who is interested in upgrading to, and she hadn't finished the sentence, and I said, yep, that's me. She said, anybody interested in upgrading to business class? So I said yes, and she turned around, she said, okay, come with me. Went over to the counter, paid the extra, and then suddenly all of my tickets, all of my luxuries, all of my benefits, I'm in business class. Woo-hoo! And that's a real great step in the right direction. Well, this is absolutely amazing. I'm just about to climb on the plane. I've been upgraded to business class, so I am so excited. Not even sure what the difference is going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be a little bit more luxurious than being out the back. So I'll try and keep you informed and try and get you a couple of shots while I'm in there. So Hawaii, woohoo, let's go. There's lots of things I want to tell you. Now, one of them is the when you're crossing the road. In Australia, we've got the green walking guy and beep, 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 beep for people who need the audible sound. Here in Honolulu, not in America, here in Honolulu, they've got the red that says stop, so you shouldn't walk. And they've also got the green that's, from memory, I think it's just a hand, and it's not green, it's in fact white. And some of them, but not all of them, which is a great feature, will, once it's getting close to the end, it'll give a countdown. I think it's from about 20 seconds. So a countdown 20, 19, 18. So if you're in that last stage, you know how long you've got to get across the road. So there's two things to consider. The other thing is, all my life, and this is not a muscle memory, but it's certainly something that's in the back of my mind that I've now just do naturally. In Australia, it's look to the right, look to the left, and look to the right again, just to make sure. Whereas here, it's completely different, and it's very hard to break the habit. So it's here, it must be look to the left, look to the right, then look to the left again. And as I say, it even feels unnatural while I'm explaining it to you. Because if you don't, poof, you're liable to get cleaned up. And also with the crossing of the road, I have a feeling, I'm not exactly sure I'm right, but I'm pretty sure that here jaywalking, which is certainly walking against the red, or walking near the traffic lights and it's red, or just walking across the road, I'm pretty sure that that's a finable offence, and I don't think they take too kindly for anybody doing it. And I have to say, I've very, very scarcely seen it done. But I did see it done by a tourist yesterday who nearly got cleaned up. So if you're going to do it, basically don't. And that's the crossing of the road, just the crossing of the road aspect. Well, there you have it, the trip from Melbourne to Honolulu. Now, if you get that opportunity and they come out and they say, anybody want an upgrade, seriously go for it. A relatively small amount compared to the normal business class costing. So yeah, that was a great trip. Then arrived in Honolulu, took the bus, the local bus. So there was a bit of a wait, but hell, I'm in no hurry for anything anyway. So yeah, jumped on the bus, $3 all the way pretty much to the hotel room. The hotel was adequate. Bit frustrating that I couldn't check in early, although I was there 6 o'clock in the morning, and check-in time was 3 in the afternoon, I think. And also, yeah, nice place to stay. Also a bit frustrating as well, the fact that when I had to check out at They gave me a late checkout at 1 o'clock, but my flight wasn't until midnight, so again, time to kill. If you can look around, there's also, I saw one around about the same price that threw in breakfast, so that might help you a little bit as well. Hopefully some of the little ideas about moving around Honolulu also will be of some help to you. Now from Honolulu is off to Sacramento. How are those suitcases? I love that effect. Yeah, picked up the baggage and just about to pick up the hire car. Believe me, that is one absolute story. You've got to check that out. That comes out next week. So if you found the video helpful, useful and or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, I really would appreciate it. That'd be fantastic. And if you think the video is worth sharing, that too would be great. So until next time, this is Paul Drive signing off.